Finally, we got a new interface in the official server. Along with that, we also got a new update which is 1.6.18. If you notice, this is a pretty much long patch. So we're gonna divide this patch into two videos, and this video is fully going to be what is the update on Marksman, and the next video will be the rest of the update. So we have things to see, so let's get started. So we have a buff on Natan. Now he can able to convert the physical penetration into magical penetration at the rate of 100%. But the original magic penetration won't be take effect hereafter. Now you can able to dash only one time with the use of your ultimate. They also added a new effect where if you use your ultimate, your first skill and second skill cooldown will be reduced by 50%. And also they removed Divine Glaive, Genius Wand, Arcane Boots from his recommended build. Do you think it's a good buff on Natan? Next is a buff on Granger. Developers wanted to see Granger as a jungler, so they added a new effect to his first skill where he deal 90 points of extra damage to the creeps. So it is a good news for Granger mains. Next is a buff on Wanwan. They have buffed her passive. When you attack the enemy, if you activate the 4 marks, aka 4 weakness, your damage will be increased by 30 to 40%. And also they have increased her first skill based damage 20 points in all level. Now they have added a new effect to Wanwan where her damage to creeps increased by 20 to 40% each time she upgrade her ultimate. But still they don't want wanwan as a jungler, but still to level up her skills like other they added this new effect. Next is a buff on Clint. Developer wanted to increase his clearing ability and reduce the damage of his bullet when there is only a single target. So basically they wanted him to do good at the goal lane. So they slightly reduced his physical attack bonus from 95% to 85%. But they increased the damage of his each bullet slightly, and also they increased his range of basic attack from 4.5 to 4.8. So now you can able to reach out more range compared to before. Next is a buff on Moskov. To make him more efficient, they reduced the mana cost of his first skill 15 points in all level, and also they increased his range of basic attack and second skill from 4.1 to 4.4, and also they increased his physical attack bonus at 60% in all level, and now his ultimate have more damage compared to before. Next is a buff on Hanabi. They reduced her first skill damage ratio from 50% to 40%. Her shield and her attack speed will be the same, but they changed the damage ratio alone. And they reduced the cooldown of her second skill from 12 to 7 seconds to 8 to 6 seconds. Not only that, they increased her physical damage 50 points in initial level and 100 points in maximum level. It's already a pretty big buff for Hanabi, but it's still not ending there. Now they increased Hanabi ultimate damage 200 points in all level. I think at last they bought justice for this underrated Next is a buff on Brody. Like any other they increased his basic attack range from 4.6 to 4.9, and also they increased his physical attack 35 points in all level, but they reduced his ultimate damage based on the stacks slightly. And also there is an adjustment on his passive. Hereafter his abyss mark no longer applied to the creeps. Developers wanted him to play as a side laner more than a jungler, so they decided to increase his damage to the minions from 50% to 80% of damage. So it will be easy for Brody to clear the wave and clear the lane faster. Next is a buff on Kimmy. Now they slightly increased her basic attack range, so it will be easy to annoy the enemy from the distance. Now they increased her first skill base damage from 18 to 24 points in the early game and 28 to 29 points in the late game. And also they added a new effect in her passive where she gained 15 energy each time she kills an enemy or enemy unit. So this is technically a big buff on Kimmy. She might be in the ban section soon. Next is a buff on Bruno. Now they have increased the range of his basic attack. So just like Kimmy, now you can able to reach out more enemy from the distance. And now his ultimate physical detection is converted from points to percentage, which means the more defense the enemy have, the more damage you will make. This is a pretty good buff on Bruno. Next is a buff on Popol and Koopa. Now they have increased his range of basic attack from 4.6 to 5 points. And also they have adjusted his first skill where they increase the damage of Popol and reduce the damage of Koopa. Now the shield that Popol get from his second skill is 40% higher compared to before. And also they have reduced the retrieve time of Koopa from 0.6 seconds to 0.2 seconds. They reduced his passive marks from 4 marks to 3 marks. So now he can able to trigger his passive more frequently compared to before. And now his second skill and third skill will also trigger his passive. Developers wanted to strengthen the Popol badly because he shouldn't depend upon his Koopa all the time.
Koopa is Popol's best friend and only friend.
Next is a buff on Ishan's Fin. Developer wanted him to see as a jungler, so now they changed his role from Marksman to Marksman Assassin. So now he can able to get the full benefit from the new item of aldous, which is War Axe. Next is a buff on irithel. As any other MM, for irithel also they increased the attack range from 4.9 to 5.2. And also they removed the bug where the irithel's damage was lower when she attacked while moving. Now she can able to auto attack the enemy while moving around. They also increased the casting speed of her second skill, and also they increased its range of 20%. So it sounds like a good buff. Next is a buff on karrie. Developers actually adjusted her first skill. Her spear will stop upon the enemy if it is hitting one. So if you are throwing your first skill, the spear won't pass your enemy to their backside. It will stop right there where they are standing and it will create the damage. And also they increased her ultimate damage ratio 5% in the initial level and 10% in the maximum level. I feel like it's a good buff for karrie. So what do you think about this update? Do you think MM will rise again in this update? Do let me know in the comment section. See you until the next video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.